Zinger Nation, good afternoon. Wednesday afternoon. Who's ready to make some money? Who's ready to become a pro? Get it? See what I did? I'm Mike Rau. I'm happy you're here. Welcome to the Benzinga Pro trial demo. We love this. This is a lot of fun. We're excited. So, quick background before we really get going. I am the host for today. We're going to do a quick instruction. We're going to do an hour demo of Benzinga Pro. It's been brought to my attention. Many people out there in Zinger Nation do not know or have experienced the power of Benzinga Pro, and that's appalling. That's nuts. What's the matter with you? This thing is a gold mine, and you don't need to be a genius, and you don't need to be Elon Musk rich to afford this thing. It makes some serious dough. My nickname in the chat is Pizza King. I know a lot about dough. Ask me about my pizzeria, Rau's Pizza, coming 2050. Anyway, so let's get started. Let's rock and roll. All right. First and foremost, to calm your nerves, I was a former financial advisor. I hated that job. I hated that job because people that need a financial advisor the most use them the least, and vice versa. Need them the least, use them the most. But I wish I had this when I was advising clients, because everything I needed to deliver a straightforward, clear message to my clients was there, and everything they needed to not friggin' bother me at 8 o'clock at night on Saturday was here. You want some dividend yields, bro? Let me help you show you where it is. All right, so today we're going to go through the whole thing, start to finish. Couple quick notes. It's going to take a full hour. Okay. There's a lot of firepower, a lot of horsepower. I like cars. We'll say horsepower in this bad boy. So I may not be able to get to the chat, but sign up for a trial. It's 2 weeks, 2 full weeks, 14 days free. We don't want your money yet. Just come have fun with us. In your trial, you get more exclusive group demos. You get exclusive implementation meetings, one-on-one setups with an expert. We'll literally customize it for you. We'll take care of all that. We'll answer all your questions. Key point right there, customization. Right before we jump into this bad boy, Benzinga Pro is a race car. I love cars. That's my second car reference. So you have to customize it. You have to tweak it. You have to dial it down. And the more you do that, the faster it'll go. Everything's a little bit different for everybody, but it's up to you to customize it. There's no way around it. It's not one size does fit all, but we're going to make it good for you. Okay. So let's get rocking. We're going to jump to it. Beautiful. All right. I think you guys can all see this now. So this is the home screen. This is everything you see when you first sign into Benzinga Pro. And the very first thing that I'm going to draw your attention to is this right here, the chat, Benzinga Pro chat. Because the first thing everybody does when they first sign in is close the chat. Don't be that person. Don't do that. Enjoy the chat. Here's why. There's 80,000 traders on Benzinga Pro. 80,000. And we have a solid niche that use the chat every single day. And their advantage is they are paying for their second vacation home with Benzinga Pro. All right. So what's going on?
You are only streaming that screen.
Why?
Let me see.
You guys tell me. All right. So everyone was like, I just found that out. No, I didn't set that up. How funny is I was wondering whose alien that was. I didn't do anything, but I'm glad you're all here. Well, I'm glad we're back. Can we get back to my show, please? Y'all wasting my time. How funny is that? You know what's funny? The alien report is coming out this month. There we go. I didn't touch that. Thanks, guys. Technical difficulties on the first day. I love it. All right. We're jumping back. We're all good. Okay. So this is the home screen. This is everything you see. Let's bring this up. Okay. This is the chat. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone clicks the chat. They exit out of it. Don't be that person. Click the chat. Stay with it. I still can't get over the alien thing. I think that's so funny. If any of my friends are out there watching, that is some synchronicities right there. Okay. It's going to be a little hard to zoom in. We'll try to pop this out. It's going to be a little hard to see the whole thing. The only thing there's a couple things you got to know about the chat. Number one, excellent idea generation. These are 80,000 traders jumping in right now. Okay. you're going to get idea generation for the chat. All you have to do is scroll through here. You're going to see what the traders are talking about. This little WW right here, IDX. I'm an owner of IDX, happy about it. WW, worth watching. That's what it means. This is exactly what I'm talking about. WD Christopher, too. This guy's really smart. He's a great trader. Hope this is large enough on your screen. So 2 things. 1, scroll through the chat. You're getting instant idea generation from professional traders. Number 2, as macro news rolls out, they are analyzing it in real time. I think that's a huge plus. No other place you can get that. So quick notes on the chat. That's all you got to do, okay? We're going to exit out of the chat. For this example, I am going to be that guy so that we can all jump together. Number 2, before we really get going, I want to identify the squawk. This is the number 1 requested standalone product, Benzinga Pro. Everybody wants the squawk. It's a proprietary news source run by Charlie Gross. He's in New York. He's got 20 years of experience, networks of relationships to leverage. All you have to do is turn it on, hit play, connected. You probably hear Joel's voice. I can hear him. I'm doing a demo. You got to chill, Joel. But when it says connected, waiting for audio, we're just simply between stories. But you're getting breaking news. You're at least 10 to 15 minutes ahead of CNBC. Squawk is awesome. It's very cool. All right. Love the squawk. Now let's jump to the tools. So this is the home screen. This is exactly what you see. How do you get here? You go up to the top, you hit the little plus sign. As you increase your tabs, your plus sign is going to move. That's all you got to do. Hit the plus sign, you got new tabs. Same screen opens every time when you open a tab. There's the first thing you do when you open a tab. Set a tool that you like. Take any of them. We're going to go through all of them today. Let's take, for example, let's take the screener. All right. Boom. I've opened a tool. And I'm going to walk you through how to set this thing up. But once you open a tab and you select a tool, name it. Go to the pencil, name it. Screener. All right. Oh, geez. I never did well in spelling. Screener. Okay, that's all you got to do. Once you set up a few tools that you like, I have my analyst ratings, my custom news feed, my custom watch list. I have several. My details. I have all of my charts the way I like them. A couple other things. Once I have my tool set up, quick note, this is how you save your preferences in Benzinga Pro. We want to do these nice and early. 3 dots. Go to the layouts. Your current session is exactly what you're looking at. All you got to do is hit save and it comes up right here. You can have several. All right. So therefore, anytime, anywhere in the entire world, exactly as you have left Benzinga Pro to the final details. Watch, I'll give you a great example. I've already loaded this on this computer. Oops, it's interesting. SQNS. There we go. We'll go here. We're going to go to the chart. Exactly as I've left it is right here. It's pretty cool. All right. I don't have any technical indicators in this one, but regardless, it's awesome. For example, my news feed, exactly as in my categories, everything's here. Just fine. Okay. Let's jump back to the home screen. Let's start diving a little deeper. At the top, we have 10 tools. 10. We used to have 8, 25% increase. That's pretty good. I like numbers. Advanced news feed. This thing is so powerful. I can't wait to show this off. Advanced news feed and news feed go hand in hand. Core differentiator, fastest news on the web. This is how you really use it. This is how you first start to customize Benzinga Pro. Next, details. Details your one-stop shop for anything involving research on a company. Anything, chart, news, whatever you need is in the details tab. Calendar, anything with a date is in the calendar. Anything you need is in the calendar with a date. Splits, options, analyst ratings, dividends, you name it. We even have an FDA calendar right now. I can't even wait to show that. Watch list. Your personal portfolios. Exactly as you want to set them up. You can have 500 stocks per watch list. It's incredible. Movers and scanner go together. Movers and scanner are heat maps where the money is moving. Real time. Scanner is kind of an advanced version of movers. We'll spend some serious time in movers. I'll show you how to set up crypto on scanner. Signals, data points trying to tell you a story like block trades. What is the story a block trade is trying to tell you, or a halt? What is the story the halt's trying to tell you? Same thing. Find them all here. You can customize the heck out of this. You get a lot of great stocks this way. Screener, you tell us what you're looking for in a company. We will deliver the goods via the screener. These you can build anytime. You just open a tab again, select a couple, name it, you're off to the races. We have some recommended workspaces. And when I say recommended, I mean, we've built them. We've set you up for success. I want to start with a quick one. Unusual options activity says paid upgrade. It's included in your trial for free. Get used to our options data because it is mammoth and it'll blow you away. I want to focus on the unusual options activity first. The signals is awesome. This is real-time streaming info. It's incredible. I'm going to exit out of this, make this full screen more or less. A couple highlights, what side of the trade it's on, what type of trade it was, a trade or a sweep, expiration, DTE, days to expiration, strike price, of course, underlying price, total trade price. Awesome. Everything in Benzinga Pro is customizable. Everything. So just to adjust and get the largest option trades for the day. Of course, we have volume over open interest. We got a couple extra goodies here. Let's go to columns. I got way more things I can add if I'd like, bid and ask included. One of my personal favorites to make it quick and easy, and this would have been great for everybody out there. Sentiment. All I got to do is click the sentiment up in columns, scroll down, go to sentiment, boom, there it is. Thank you, Benzinga Pro. Telling me, is this bearish, bullish, neutral? Exactly helping me out. It's going right to the top, letting me know my largest trade on DocuSign is bullish. And that is a big number. That's some big money. That's a good sign. Now, I got some time, days of expiration. It's floating out there, but that's not impossible. I think that's an interesting bet right there. How cool is that? Here's a stock I have not heard of. A little less expensive, second largest for the day. Neutral, interesting. How about C? That's another one. Citigroup. Ooh, bullish on the Citigroup. Who saw that coming? I didn't see that coming. Cool. And of course, anytime you click a ticker in Benzinga Pro, same with the chat. Anytime you click a ticker out of the chat, the details tab will come up right next to us. We'll talk about that more later. I just want to quickly isolate that one. All right, let's back out of there. Let me show you one more pre-built workspace, pre-market. Everything's set up for your success. For example, sources, good. This is what you need to get going in the morning. Categories, analyst ratings, you need them. Markets, we already have futures selected for you. Pre-market outlooks already selected for you. You don't have to do anything. It's just turnkey. Your signals tool set up just for what you need in the pre-market to gain the biggest edge. It's all right here. Done and done. That's what I'm saying. So don't be, the recommended workspaces are nothing to laugh at. They are pretty good. All right, let me show you this. And this, in my opinion, don't tell Jason this. I hope he's not listening. I'm going to school for another degree. I'm getting my MBA. I'm going to get concentration in marketing, right? I think this next thing really should be its own product. The Benzinga Pro help site, for me, this is worth $1,000 a year alone. All right, we're in the help site. Two ways to get here. Scroll to the bottom, big blue help site, or the question mark upper right-hand corner. Check out everything you get in here. First and foremost, for everybody that just wants to jump straight to it, go to past webinars, supercharge your swing trades, simplify your trading strategy, day trading. Trading strategy is in webinars. Done and done. Oh, you can't quite see that. That's fine. That's fine. There's a couple things you can't see in here because my screen will work, but that's fine. The help site is chock full of things. There are pre-built watch lists. Again, all you do is you go right here. There's pre-built watch lists in here. There's help on technical trading, or technical analysis, And technical analysis is really interpretation of lines on a screen. There's a lot of different ways. So we don't have just one way to look at it. We have a million. One of them is with a certified financial analyst, Shane Fleury. That's the one I recommend. All of your options help is here in the help section. It's incredible. I absolutely love it. Cool. All right, let's dive into the first tool now. We're going to start with the advanced news feed. So I'm going to show you something. We're bringing up a news feed. It'll come up in a second. Look at this. So this is 415 to 401. Takes up the whole, this is just a fire hose, right? This is where the customization comes into play. Is so key. I'm going to show you a quick glance at my news feed. Okay, I have a couple sources, a couple categories. I'm 415 to 232. As I've dialed this sucker down, I'm only getting fed information I want and that I can use that's actionable to me. Big difference. Let's make it happen, okay? Let me show you how to get going. So I've opened a new tab. I'm going to hit the pencil. I'm going to change it. And I'll just make it easy. Advanced newsfeed. Let's organize this. There's a lot of different ways to organize this. You're going to hear more than one way. I just want to show you the basics. Today is just the basics, okay? Let's start with sources. You only need 2 sources to get going in your first news feed. You need Benzinga Wire. What is Benzinga Wire? It's an aggregate news source. All of the global financial news is put together in one spot. It's going to be 5 minutes ahead of CNBC. We're going to have 2 types of stories. We're going to have the straight up story. Here's the republication. Here's the story. As soon as it breaks, you just gets it. Sometimes there's stories that are posted you need to know about, but half of it is useless for traders. It's not actionable information. So our editorial desk, great example around earnings. You'll see a lot of BZ Wire stories that are just the earnings numbers. I don't need any of the other information, just the good stuff. Our editorial desk will take care of that. If a story breaks, and let's say it's 1,000 words, it's utterly useless for half of it. It might take a minute to get there. We'll editorialize it. We'll give you just the juicy bits. You're still 4 minutes ahead of CNBC. And you didn't have to spend that extra minute reading a bunch of useless stuff. BZ Wire. Start with that one and press releases. Okay? As soon as the company releases good news about itself in the form of a press release, you will have it in your hands. Let's take a quick look. I just selected that. Here are tons of press releases. This is the timestamp that it entered Benzinga Pro, not the timestamp of the press release. Literally, as soon as it happens, you get it. Okay, easier way to use press releases exclusively. You can have up to 4 Benzinga news feeds going at one time. Go with just press releases, maybe Benzinga Wire, and then combine it with a specific sector like energy. I'm real bullish in energy for a while. And if this is not your first Benzinga Pro demo, then you have heard me say that numerous times. Look, all these press releases simply on the energy sector. Saves you a lot of time. Exactly something I need to know. Boom. Okay. Just a quick example. Cool. BZ Wire press release is good to go. Categories. Now, again, I've loaded a layout so all of my colors are perfectly set up for me exactly as I need them. Couple categories I recommend very strongly to get going, but this is highly customized to you, to your liking. You got to have Analyst Trading on. If there is a little arrow next to the category, there are subcategories. There are 3 subcategories I think are mandatory in the Analyst Ratings: color, target, upgrades. This is telling me Benzinga Pro only send me Analyst Ratings if they include a price target or an upgrade or some additional color. So I might get a downgrade, but it has a price target. I'll still get that story. That's fine. I might get just an upgrade without a price target, but that still met that criteria. Easy to color coordinate it. As soon as you select a category, just adjust the scale here. You're good to go. You're good to go. Okay. Not every single one you need. Here are the ones I strongly recommend. Economics, totally up to you. I'll show you where else to get my econ info, but exclusives, definitely. General's going to have healthcare, just FYI. But if these are general, not necessarily stock-related news. Government, same thing, be regulation. Stick with hot. These I don't need. M&A, mergers and acquisitions, market-moving exclusives. Definitely want that. It's like big news that's really going to rock the market. Markets in general, here's where we hold our cannabis, our crypto, futures, and penny stocks. It's up to you. I might keep on. I'm slowly diving into the cannabis. I think it's really starting to mature now. Maybe I want some penny stocks. Great. I don't like this color. It's a little too close to Analyst Ratings. I'm going to slightly adjust it. Sweet. Easy stuff. Let's see. Come on. Oh, because I got, okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's adjust. That's a little better, right? Okay. News. Here's a big one. News is where, if you don't understand what it is, don't worry about it. If you don't know what a buyback, you don't want a contract, don't worry about it. I definitely want dividends, earnings, econs are all important FDAs in news. Global, of course. I want the guidance. I'm going to skip the IPOs. I'm not a big IPO guy. Insider for sure. These I'm going to skip, and I want my retail numbers. I want my rumors, and I'm good. Cool. And I got to add a color. Boom. Let's add a little color to that. Look how good that is. Oh, I did it again. News. Boom. We got it. Cool. I'm going to skip down. I don't need much of this over here. I'm going to go with top stories for sure. So that trading ideas, I want all of them. So all I have to do is click that. Boom, they're done. Not the prettiest color. I don't care. I'm going to save this acronym, WIIM. Why is it moving? A little bit later. Hit done. Boom. Perfect news feed to get started. Now, but wait, there's more. This is the advanced news feed. I'm going to add the screener. Let's say I'm looking for stories that met that criteria, but stocks that are only maxing out at 20 bucks. How impressive is that? That is so good. What if I want the float to be only 25 million? Unbelievable. Do I want a price change? That's so cool. I can change the type of what I'm looking for specifically. I'm a big ETF guy. Subcategory, however I want it. What specific exchange do I want it? Again, specific sector. The best traders are always thinking ahead. So is there a specific sector that's going to do well? If you know, think of March, February through April of 2020, the best traders were getting heavy into healthcare. They were diving deep. They were finding companies that were posed to do well based on the vaccines they were already researching, research they were already conducting in terms of viruses, so forth. Beautiful. Same thing. I think energy is going to be the winner. We're just going to hit done. I don't want to exclude it too much. Even more dialed down. Every single one of these going to be under 10 bucks, under 20 bucks. Now, these little numbers, little +7. Now, there may be this particular company may be worth more than, Napa's worth more than 20 bucks, but this story includes at least one ticker of less than 20 bucks. So damn good. I love it. This is so much better. So much easier. Cool. All right, let's take a quick browse through this. Again, all you have to do, anytime you see a ticker, you're going to get the little graph. It's going to come up. You're going to tell exactly what you need to do. All you need to do is click the ticker, detail tab, come up, get a lot more detail. We're going to get into that shortly. Cool. We can scroll through this. I love this. 36 stocks moving Wednesday's midday session. Getting highlights. This type of article is repeated after close and at 7 a.m. to know what's moving in the pre-market. But browse this. Anybody can do this early in the morning. You don't necessarily need to be a full-time trader. You can do this before work, before the kids get up. It's all here. The little arrows are sentiment indicators, meaning that this is good news for the stock, bad news for the stock. If you see a double arrow, it's really good news. Okay. There's a lot of information I can mine out of here. This is a day's worth of ideas. This is pretty good. Here are my halts and resumes. This is incredible. Do we need to know about this guy? I mean, geez, oh Pete's. All right, but let's start nice and early. Let's find some. Here's 24 stocks moving in Wednesday's pre-market session. Beautiful. Here's a great example of a BZ Wire story. Just give me the goods. I don't need all this other stuff. Same thing here. Boom. This is a phenomenal example of a BZ Wire story. Just give you the perfect. You don't need the whole thing. This is exactly what I need to know. This is actually, I think we might be taking a look at this. We'll maybe move on to that one. Here's a great example of an analyst rating. Outperform announces price target of 16. Whoa. All right, we're going to take a look at SLR senior investments together. I like that. Pretty cool though, right? Easy stuff. This is exactly how you get going. 44 biggest movers from yesterday. It's at 5 o'clock in the morning. Easy to check very early in the morning to see, is there something that I can still capitalize on today? What's still running today? They're all right here. Okay. Sums up the advanced news feed. And what I want to show you one more time, we're going to add another news feed, another workspace, in the same workspace. I'm going to show BZ Wire. I'm going to go signals this time, wire, press releases. I'm going to have just one category, WIIM, one sentence synopsis, why a stock is moving. This is such an awesome tool. It's a little reactive. Of course, the stock is already moving because it's why is it moving? But this is the easiest way to just find stocks and know exactly if this is information you should capitalize on. Like, what is this? Shares of NanoCap, penny stock, chamber energy. on heavy volume, okay, awesome. That's exactly something I wanted to know. That was at 10:15 this morning. Oh my goodness. That was at 10:15 is when this came out, and there was still plenty. Oh my God, it went up. Yeah, 5 cents. That's an easy scrape on something under $1. Great example, right? You have 4 of these running. Be as customizable as you can. That's the best way to do it. All right, we got, let's go with SUNS. We're going to jump to a new tab. So I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to go to details. I'm going to go one workspace. I'm going to close out this. This is going to stay put just because I'm in the same tab. I never left. Let's take a look at, let's research this together. Suns. We got an upgrade today. Interesting 2-day chart. So before I get ahead of myself, I apologize. We're looking at the details tab. Details tab right here at the top. Boom. All you got to do is click it. You're in. Here's the breakdown on the details tab. Here's the name of the company, where it's located, price. This is priced against current or yesterday's close. In this case, this is, if this was regular session, we'd be going nuts, but this is since close. This is pretty quiet after hours, no big deal. I can adjust this entire screen as needed through these tabs: overview, news, if I just want all the news, key data, where all important float is held. Not a lot of float. I like that. Peers, if we end up researching this together, we don't like it, we have more than one example to fall back on. Same thing. So cool. All of your financials are here. We'll jump to the chart in a minute. Personal favorite, gotta have my cash flow. I want to know how they're making money. They are not, but that's fine. Anyway, calendar 2. I have all of my analyst ratings. Boom, here's my current upgrade just today. Outperformed that $16 price target. Okay. Busy day for this bad boy. This one had already hit that price target from April. Nice. And they did downgrade, but still. Or lower the price target. Earnings. Beautiful. Everything's here for me. Let's dive in. Well, before we get our head selves, let's do a little more research. Okay. Overview is our general overview. We have a nice, simple, easy chart to recognize. Take a look at 2-year. Wow. So it's still pre-COVID levels, or still below pre-COVID levels. Excuse me. I like that. Boom. I have my easy synopsis of news. I can even adjust what types of news here. If I just want press releases, right under the chart. If I just want signals. Cool. This is from a while ago. No big deal. So it's a little quiet on that front. At the very bottom right, closed-end investment company. Okay. Business development company. Excellent. Quick synopsis of the company. Here's some shareholder information. That's a nice yield. I like that a lot. That alone is almost worth the purchase. Stock looks like it's going to hold steady. Ownership, institutional ownership. We know that. Huge investors, groups, pensions, Wall Street investment firms. Not a lot. Insider ownership, that's insiders at the company, not a ton. Shares outstanding. We know the float already. Balance sheet, some basics here. Looking okay. Revenue, this is good. I like that. I'm happy with that, particularly coming out of the pandemic. This I don't like so much, but we'll see why. Could be any variety of reasons. Again, our peers, our key ratios, compared to industry average. Easy. Man, I am really digging that though. Key data, 52-week range. So it's been high as 1641. We are just above our 50-day moving rate average. That's good. It's come down to earth just a little bit. Closed at its low. That's interesting. Session was good. Average or session volume was okay compared to average volume. Asking bids looking fine. Cool. All right, so some basics. Company looks good. Looks healthy. Next thing I'm going to do, I want to check the news. I want to get a full review of the momentum of the company. I want to see what's new, what's been going on, where are they headed, what have they been doing. I'm going to scroll back. I'm going to change the tab from overview to news, and I'm going to start scrolling through just the headlines. I don't need to go too much deeper than that. All right, there we go. So that's not too bad. That's not bad at all. Cool. Some press releases come out in February. Okay, got some SEC filings, probably some insiders. Great. Got that downgrade. That's a little tough, but that's all right. To neutral, some more insiders. All right. Good. Oh, nice. Nice dividend being announced. Okay. Nice. So far, I'm seeing far more good news than bad news right here at the top. Got the outperform. Love it. It's going to hit that 16 for sure. Just a question of when. Nice. Very good. Okay. So news looks pretty good. Let's jump to the chart. I'm going to isolate a couple key technical indicators. Before we do, I can easily change the whole length of the chart. I can go back 6 months. I can go back 1 year, really get a feel for the company. It's been holding steady. It topped out right before the pandemic at 18. That's fine. It's on a nice projection, though. Volume's picking up comparatively. The last 5 days look really nuts. 1 month looks just fine. It's starting to gain some ground. Let's add a couple extra things. I can change the whole candle. The candle itself, we can go all the way to 1 minute, all the way up to 1 month. Pretty dang cool. Candles, bars, sweet. I can add, let's grab one of those peers. Let's go with PNNT. I'm going to go back to the chart, compare PNNT. I'm going to add a competitor. Well, we're crushing the competitor, so that's fine. Let's go with the 3 months. In 3 months, it's crushing us, so that's not too good. Maybe I want to adjust this. Okay, everything in Benzinga Pro is customizable. I added it. I'm just going to hit the X, get rid of it. Let's add some indicators. Personal favorite of mine, RSI, of course. Love me some RSI. Let's say we have VWAP. We don't need it for this example. Obviously, we're not day trading it. Bollinger Bands, no sweat. I'm going to add those. Our moving averages. We'll add 2. I'm going to add 2. I'm going to click it twice. Simple as that. A personal favorite of mine as well, parabolic stop and reversal. Literally describing where things are going. Reversal of the trend. Let you know what you're looking at. Okay. We've added a bunch of indicators. There's a ton, folks. There's so many. You literally name it. It's in here. Let's start with RSI down here at the bottom. Everything, again, customizable. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to go to style. I'm going to change the color. I know I'm flying. I have to go fast. Let's go to yellow. I'm going to make this brighter, bigger, beautiful, standing out. So I'm going to look at I'm going to stick with the 3-month chart. I like that. I want to get a good feel for it. Cool, right about 46. That's awesome. Anybody? Wow, geez, oh Pete, look at that. You knew this was coming. If anybody's not too familiar with RSI, the best way to look at it, in my opinion, if you know me, this is true. Let's think of it as a party. RSI is a measurement of your party. If it is above 70, that's mission critical. Your party's starting to get packed. That means some idiot in the back is going to yell cop, and everyone is going to rush out. As soon as we started clipping these, boom. Took 3 times, but boom, we got out of there. Everyone's leaving. Okay, when you get below 30, exact opposite. Party's still kicking. Got beer, got music. Everyone's having a good time. There's just not that many people there. So as soon as it's under 30, people are going to start calling their friends, but hey, man, you should come check this out. This is actually a great party. Spikes up. It's going to keep moving up. So essentially, it measures panic and interest. So if you're getting above 70, someone's yell panic, you're just going to come right down. Everyone's going to leave your party. If you are below 30, exact opposite. Everyone's going to be loving your party soon enough. It's going to get interesting. It's going to start filling up. Classic indicator. I love it. Okay. Start parabolic stop reversals. Simple as that. Literally just measures the trend of the company. Where's it going? We're looking pretty flat. This is what I was expecting. Not surprised. Okay. Moving averages. Follow along very closely. Those are going to be held in inputs as we want to change them. So I could change this to 50. Change my style. I don't like that. Like that a little bigger. Okay. And then we're going to change the next one. Style. Oh, input. What am I thinking? We got to change it to 200. And we'll go with style. I like that color. That's fine. Good enough. Boom. So we broke our 200-day moving average a while ago. Right at the beginning of the month, held and steady. It's leveling off. I think what I'm seeing right here is essentially I'm getting a fair price. It's exactly what I'm seeing. I'm getting a fair price right around 15.6. It's going to bump up to 16. How long will that take? Probably not too long. We don't know for sure. The things overall look pretty good for this company. I like it. I know what they do. Closed-end investment company. I know their news. The news looks pretty good. A lot of good, not a ton of great stories, but there's really no bad stories. Nothing they're trying to dodge or hide. Chart looks great. I mean, I think I'm getting more or less. I think I'm getting a fair price. Easy for me to move into this thing. RSI is showing me that for sure. If I don't like this overall, jump to its peers. I got my key data, all important beta. It's going to be safe. If inflation keeps going, the market keeps getting choppy. I like this low beta. I don't have a ton of float out there or a ton of shares available. Every share someone buys is better for me. We're low on institutional ownership too, so it only takes one large block trade. They have a great dividend. Totally forgot about that. Let's go to calendar again and let's check out their earnings. A little spotty, but not too bad. If I need any more guidance, great. One very, very, very cool thing I absolutely love about Benzinga Pro is we have all the conference calls. So if I wanted to get a feel for management, see where they're really going, if I really want to take a deep dive, sets here for me. Beautiful. Nice, right? That's details tab. We literally just pulled that bad boy right out of the news feed. We got an upgrade. We did our due diligence. We said, you know what? It's not bad. It may not be something I want to jump in right away, but overall, not bad. It's definitely got some room to run. It's going to hit that 16 for sure. But I love the dividend. Is it an easy, safe buy? Sure. Is it going to be a great investment? Who knows? Is it a decent day trade? Not really. Will you make some money off of it? Looks like it. Simple as that. Folks, we got to move on a little bit. Cool. Boom. All right, we covered those all there. The news feed is the same as advanced news feed, just doesn't have that screener. So we can skip over that one. Details was awesome. Let's go to calendar. I want to isolate a couple things. I mentioned FDA. Look at this. What the heck? Whose brilliant idea? And it's not mine, but somebody hanging up with this idea is a great idea. We can change the date. We can go back in time. Look at a lot of drugs. Sweet. Vent type, exactly what's going on, the name of the drug, the phase, target date, what's going on here. I'm digging this. I want to get into the future. Let's take a look. Can I get into the future? Not a ton of difference, but fine. Easy enough. How good is that? Do I have a watch list? Oh, I do. I have a watch list of biotech stocks, and I get to keep an eye on them now when they're FDA approvals. So all I did is I'm in the calendar. I had a watch list. I have one, low float biotech. Great. A couple of those could make me a lot of money. How easy is that? How easy is that? Beautiful. Okay, let's go to a couple of things. IPOs, same. Oop, that's why. That is why. So I might have my computer messing up. That's fine. That's why. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Beautiful. Let's look at some upcoming IPOs. It's quiet. It's June. I'm not surprised. There's not a lot of eyeballs on the market right now. No one should be stocked. But nonetheless, I have an excellent IPO calendar. I have the price range, pricing date. Everything's here for me. Who's leading the charge, which is good. This is an indication of who are they really going to be able to pump this thing. I want some bigger names. What am I going to trust? Citigroup or JP Morgan a little more than Spartan Securities? Probably get a few more buyers that way. Interesting. Sweet. Pricing date, when the IPO is going to be priced, and insider lockup. So I got to know when they're selling. A couple of highlights. Our earnings just slays. The earnings is so good. All the information's here. You can find, lazy boy. I'm curious about that. Oh, they did not have good earnings. Oof. They did not, and they had to run a nice run. I'm surprised. I thought that would be a secret COVID play. Everyone's sitting at home. Guess not. RZ earnings done. Of course, splits. We already went over unusual options, dividends, easy way. This is something I wish I had. I think every financial office should have one of these. We got the X date, when you need to buy it, the actual dividend. Remember, it's the dividend divided by 4. So you're not getting paid 15 cents. You're getting paid like 3 cents. But I don't care if you hold it. You made a nice 4% of your money, and some of these aren't bad at all. Some of these are cheap too. Sweet. But let's search by yield. Customize this. Easy. Love it. So I'm getting 2.5 cents, but if I hold it for a year, I get 12%. Excellent. Or just load up now. You're getting 2.5 cents. Boom. You can sell it in Oh, yeah, we just missed the X date. No big deal. Okay, we got to keep going. We're going to run out of time. See how easy it is to play around this thing? Watch list, super cool. Super easy. Easiest tool to use to get going. Just hit the plus sign to create a new watch list. All you got to do is name it. It's created. You can put a ton through here. If any of my friends are watching, I created a portfolio for one of our friends. He's a doctor. This one worked out. When I bought it, it worked out. Okay, let's just breeze through here. So, cool thing about this, let's go to this. I don't know why I named it my last name. It's fine, just like my name. So these are all stocks I'm desperate to sell. This was, if you caught our 7 a.m. show I host, I hate this stock. I wasted a lot of money on this thing. Okay, but all of these stocks these are stocks I want to sell. I put into a watch list, and then I went to a news feed. I created a news feed. I tapped into 3 different sources. I went to a watch list. I added it. Boom. Has all those. Now, anytime a news story about any of those stocks comes across the wire or a signal like options trade or press release, I get the information first. And ironically, this has actually saved me a ton of money because every single time I go to I got to just get rid of these things, I get a little alert to say, hey, you should actually hold off on this. Not every time, but it's not bad. Okay. What is very cool about this? Hit the little bell icon. Boom. Sound alerts. Here's sound. As soon as a news alert related to this watch list comes across, I have alarm set. So again, anytime you hear that little buzz, I know that I have a breaking story on a stock I need to sell. Is it finally the tipping point where it's like, I got to get rid of that? Or is it something to stick around with? Visalink, this Visalink story, man, I am going back and forth. If anybody actually wants to throw some help about Visalink in the chat, man, I've been writing that thing for a minute. But it's there, totally there. That's the watch list. It's easy. The watch list is probably the easiest one. Okay, moving into movers and scanner. We're going to start with movers. Movers is very, very easy. It's very straightforward. Here's how it works. Every day trader or aspiring day trader should focus their time and attention to movers. There's a great video in the help section, question mark, upper right-hand corner, about what I'm about to say. So let's apply some filters and get some results. Okay, what types of stocks are we looking for? Again, this is a heat map. Where's the money moving to? What types of stocks are we looking for? Right now, let's just say gainers. We're looking for stocks that are moving. What session are we in? We're in the after-hour session. Great. Okay, period means what is the biggest mover in the last 5-minute period compared to yesterday's close? Or what's just the biggest gainer in the session? Right now we have histogen. You can get specific in sector. If you increase your market cap, you can get some bigger sector. This will definitely remove your warrants. Or same with your price. This definitely removes your warrants. But let's stick with histogen. Let's see what's going on. Again, just got to click the ticker. Nice. Got a why is it moving? Let's do a little dive onto this. Now, we're in session. It's been up 18% for the session, so a lot of things could have happened. But let's start diving into, boom, and it's right here. Here's the news. So we got the first report at 4:07. Interesting. Let's see when the stock started moving. Here's 4 o'clock, 4:05. So in this, between here and here, we had the news. Stock was roughly in this range, just took off like a bandit. That's how you jump in. Now, this is, I think, the key part of the movers. If there is no actual news of why the stock is moving, do not jump into the stock. That is my recommendation as the way to do it. If there's no news, you don't want it. That's exactly how this thing works. Why did this guy just overtake it? Oh, my God. Okay, so what's up with this candle? That's at 4:05. What happened? 4:05. Oh my God, folks. I love you all. Can I get a producer to zoom in on this? I'm just kidding. Here's the press release at 4:05 p.m. Released in your fingers. You're in the movers tab. You're in the 5-minute period. Boom, this thing's going to be right at the top. Now, it's not now because this is the last 5 minutes, 4:40 to 4:45. Let's go to session. We're right at close. At 4:05, the press release is in your hands. At 405, the stock spiked and took off. You have that opportunity to jump on it. If you get good at mining and practicing the movers tool with your brokerage together, you can seriously make some moolah. Now, what I recommend the most is you start with the pre-market because it's a little more active and you'll get a little bit bigger moves. If you're earlier in the pre-market, stick with 5 minutes to 30 minutes. If you're closer to the opening bell, stick with an hour to session. See, easy stuff. Let's go with session. I'm sure there's plenty more examples. Oh my gosh. Who did this? How did you do that? What time is this? 8 o'clock. There's going to be some news at 8 o'clock. Guarantee it. Boom. There's the press release, people. Oh my God. Holy shnikes. That's insane. It's all right here at your fingertips. Everyone should be using Benzinga Pro. Look at that. Boom. And it took off from there. You had plenty of opportunity to day trade that. Okay. We're going to go nuts. Okay. I'm going to show you how to set up. Scanner is like an advanced version of the movers. And I know I'm running out of time. I know. I'm good. A couple things I like about the scanner. We have presets for you. 5-minute movers. Done. Let us take care of the filters, the columns. Take what you're looking for. Overall gainers. I love that. One of my favorites. We're in real time. Go with after hour gainers. Sweet. Couldn't be any easier. Just charging. Now, what's really cool about the scanner, it's in real time. It's in real time. Where do you get that? Plus, just click it. There's the news. Oh my God. It's so easy. It's right there. I don't have to go to 7 websites. Panic. I'm calm, cool, and collected. I'm here. Okay. Pay attention to this part if you're a crypto individual. This is one way to do it. What I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to open a new tab. I'm going to jump to scanner. Okay. I'm going to immediately name this. I'm going to name it crypto. I am just an awful speller. There's just no way around it. Okay. Let's first remove all of our filters. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get rid of everything. Let's hit the X. They're all gone. Let's change sort by column to change percent previous close. All of my filters are off. Now my percent change column, this right here, is set to previous close compared to yesterday's, or the last close. And we're checking in crypto, so that's kind of like the real time. Go up to the gear, the settings, change it to crypto. Done. Boom. So now I could actually have my scanner running in real time. I'm just going to call this money. I like that. So much easy. Got my money, I got my crypto. But they're kind of the same thing, right? Actually, this should be crypto with money signs. Sweet. I love it. Folks, this could not be any more in your favor. Okay, we're running out of time. Signals, we're going to blow through signals. And here's why. Because you have to know what the story is trying to tell you. You have to know what the story is trying to tell you. Couple highlights. Highs, 52-week high, boom. Want it with my price spikes. Block trades, easiest way in the universe to find block trades for penny stocks. Just scroll through here. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Look at all these. It's insane. Thank you. Want some halts and resumes? Got it. It's covered. And what I love about this so much is just the way the layout is with the timestamp. I can grow. If I'm in here early enough, right at the open, I can, and we're going to take this OPT one, for example. This thing has probably had a pretty nutty day, and it sure did. Ample time to trade this. I've seen it throughout the day. There's more than one. Easy. It's all there. Okay, now I want to isolate a couple things. You can turn on notifications. This is how you get your price spikes. I want to just show me stocks that are just literally spiking. I don't care about the news. I just want to jump it. Sure. But I want to be alerted. How do I get alerted to trade signals? Common question we get. Notifications, turn it on, anything you want. But if you're going to have notifications on, make sure your filters are on. Go to add filter. You can search just by a watch list, which is pretty BA. Is that what Cool Kid said? Never been Cool Kid, I don't know. Shares float. I can make sure I'm nailing exactly. So I'm looking for shares that are stocks that are spiking up to only 15 million in float. Let's add another. Let's go price change. I want from 1 to at least 3%. Cool. Filters. Anything else? I think we're good. I could change volume. I'm not going to worry about that. I know that's definitely would help, but fine. Oh, cool. Let's turn on our signals. Let's go price spikes. Okay, let's change this to 3. Okay, we'll come back to that. Maybe it's this one. Nonetheless, it's going to be as easy as it possibly can get. But that is how I recommend if you have your notifications turned on, make sure you have some filters turned on to make it easy for you. That is the best way to do it. Otherwise, it's going to be a little nuts. Okay, we got a creep cruise, and we're going to run out of time. I know. Cool. Screener. I want to get to the screener. I gotta show you this. A client of mine from Benzinga Pro showed this to me. I'm going to share it with you all in the world. This is an easy way to screen for stocks, and I think there is a need to understand that there are levels in today's market. And meme stocks are one level. Growth stocks are one level. There are a gigantic pool. There is a gigantic pool or sea really of companies that are doing the right thing. They've got their own thing going for them. They're just not getting anybody paying attention to them. Let me show you what I mean. Let's go with financial. We're going to isolate some stocks that meet our criteria. Go to financial, go to fundamental. Do you guys remember when that alien thing was up earlier? How funny was that? Profit margin, we want high. We're going to have it up to 45%. Operating margin. Okay, just a smooth, easy company, right? I want it up 35%. But obviously, profit margin takes priority. I want everything that they sell to make a crap ton of money on. I want it to be an efficient company. I want them to, whatever they do, it's easy for them to do. Gross margin, management shouldn't be nuts, shouldn't have any high lawsuits, make it over 35%. Just smooth, easy operating company, flying under the radar. Okay, now what do I do? That's like a shit ton of companies. Like, what the fuck? Float. Change that to under 25 million. Boom. Easy peasy. Of course, everything's customizable. Change the price. Easy stocks to pick from. Easy stocks to pick from. Or you could change this, make it under 50 million. You might see a couple more. Get a couple more in there. And here's the one that I've seen the most. BP Midstream Partners. This is not financial advice, but I've been doing demos for a long time, and I could not ignore this stock anymore. And I bought in. Bought 100 shares, not a ton. That's fine. Good enough. Already made money on it. Bought in at 15.40. Thank you, Benzinga Pro. I mean, that could not have they're an efficient company. They're doing well. They're in a sector I like. What do? Okay. They operate, develop, and acquire pipelines. Love it. They're in energy. They're good at what they do. There's not a ton of float out. They've been on a tear. Each share that people buy, it's going to be more attractive. Love it. Saved me so much time and money. Awesome. Cool. All right. I got 5 minutes. I'll show you one more. Trend following has simple moving averages, 200 days. Easy peasy. Let's go up over the last 200 days, up 4%. This is another way to isolate some stocks, just moving up. Mike, what do I buy? How do I find stuff to buy? I'm answering that question right now. Okay. Simple moving average 50-day. Well, we gotta crush that. I want that up 8%. Over the past 20 days, I want it to start to level up. Doesn't need to be up as much. Daddy just bought a lot of money on a stock, so he doesn't have a ton of cash left over. So we're going to make this under 20 bucks. Ford Motor Company. Sweet. I'll take it all day. Easy to find stocks moving up to the right. I have my details tab right here. I can start my due diligence, figure out what they do. I've heard of them. Do they build the Yukon, or do they build the Ferrari? I don't remember. But anyway, looks like this company's doing pretty well. regardless. They are a big shareholder. I love it. But that's nice. Easy stuff. I can scroll through these again. Everything's customizable. Just name the price. Start. Okay. Vanda Pharmaceuticals. What do you guys do? Let's take a look at the chart. I can't guarantee it's going to be awesome. That's not a bad chart, though. It's going in the right way. Okay, what's the first thing I should do? I should do my due diligence. One of the first things I'm going to do, I'm going to go to calendar, and I'm going to see if there's any analyst rating so I can get a, this isn't too bad. I can get a price target 22. Folks, it just made you 10%. Chances, okay, I can't guarantee it's going to hit 22, but it's like moving up that way. And I trust B of A Securities very well. Stock's going in the right direction. Sweet. Easy. You don't have to be aggressive every single time. You don't have to be nuts. Okay, I'm like literally running out of time. I'm going to show you guys one thing. This is my favorite tool in Benzinga Pro, Analyst Ratings Monitor. Here's exactly how you use it. I love it. There's another. This is the easiest way to know everyone out there that's never tried Benzinga Pro. Never tried Benzinga Pro, and you only want to know what to buy and when to sell it. Check this out. It's super easy. Okay. Analyst Ratings Monitor. We're going to start by moving back a solid month. More than a month. That's fine. Okay. Sort the symbol column so that all of the different ratings are together for the same company. And then simply scroll through here. Train your eye to the right. Now, what you can do when you get good, go to filters and just change the rating. Get rid of everything that's a bad, shitty rating. I said a bad word. I know it's going to show up in the comments. It's fine. But we don't have time for that. Okay. Scroll through here. Look for, make sure you have a lot of green in a row. And then make sure you have at least 3 ratings together. The firm is, I hate this stock only because I've lost a lot of money on it. So we're not picking that one. What is this? Look at this. All over the board. All over the board. So this isn't the cleanest example. So we got this odd 43 by Goldman. Yowza. But here's what I do. I am assuming this 43 is legit. I'm going to take all of these ratings, get an average price. I'm going to compare that to the current price. And if this average price of the price targets is at least 10% of the current price, I'm interested in a buy. And I'm going to set a sell limit order of that average price. Good to cancel. That's not financial advice. That's not something you have to do. But that is exactly something I can set a limit of when to sell. I can buy it on a company I trust. I have 7 or so different ratings from highly respected companies. Boom, I'm in and out. A couple things you got to do. You got to check the ratings every quarter to make sure that they're staying consistent. Here's another one. That's 8. Dude, and that's at 21. Oh, it blew past through all those. And these were all May. They came out on the same day. Blew past that. That would have worked without, hands down, that would have worked. No brainer. We could go back and figure out what it was on the 18th. Folks, I'm out of here. I'm done. 18th. It was, you are lying to me. When this came out, when those ratings came out, this stock was trading roughly $14.50 and it's up to 24. Thank you, Benzinga Pro. It's been so much fun being here. Love you guys. Hope you had fun. Sorry about that alien thing, but peace. Be good. We'll talk to you later. Hope you had a lot of fun. I did. I had a great time. See you later. Wait. So do I have 30 more seconds? No. Okay. Well, no, I'm just kidding. No, that is a great way to go out. I think that is fantastic. That was an easy one. Literally couldn't be any easier. Scroll through here. Have fun. That's it. Don't forget, you know what all the tools do. You know where the recommendeds are. Check out, join the trial. Join the trial just for the help section, please. You will be blown away if you're just getting going. We're going to keep doing these demos if you guys like it, if you're interested. We'll do more. There's so much more to unlock. It's just we ran through it, right? Okay, I'm going to talk to you guys soon. I hope you have fun. AB, are you going to jump in or should I hit the broadcast? I don't know. All right, folks. Well, I guess I'll see you soon. Have a good night.